Now this one people found a little bit tricky, and I kind of expected that because this is one topic that people don't seem to be very well prepared for in general. Okay, so x minus 2 to the 3 halves plus the square root of the quantity x minus 2. This is a power of x minus 2, 3 halves power, and this is the square root or the 1/2 power of x minus 2. So I write this in exponential notation, x minus 2 to the 3 halves plus x minus 2 to the 1/2. And I ask, what can we factor out of this? Well, in class, my question was, well, what's the smallest power of x minus 2 that we have here? That'll be the power that we have in common between the two terms. And the smallest power is the 1/2 power. So we have x minus 2 to the 1/2, so that's what we're going to factor out. So we're going to be able to write this as x minus 2 to the 1/2 multiplied by some power of x minus 2 that people weren't able to immediately spot. Again, I was not surprised by that. Wouldn't have been surprised if somebody had, but most people will not at this stage. But you notice that if we multiply x minus 2 to the 1/2 by 1, we get x minus 2 to the 1/2. So that clearly if we're factoring out x minus 2 to the 1/2, we're going to get a 1 here, so that when we multiply this by 1, we get the x minus 2 to the 1/2. And of course, what we get here is this divided by the thing that we're factoring out. Another way to look at it. Okay. Now, if we multiply through by the x minus 2 to the 1/2 here, and I'm going to put a question mark up here. What's the power of x minus 2 that goes here? Okay, now, that's a question mark. Nobody seems to know. Okay, so if I multiply this through by the x minus 2 to the 1/2, the power of x minus 2 that we get here is going to be whatever this question mark is plus 1/2. So we're going to have x minus 2 to the 1/2 times x minus 2 to the whatever plus x minus 2 to the 1/2. And when we multiply the two numbers, we're going to add their exponents, or the two quantities. We're going to add the exponents. We get x minus 2 to the 1/2 plus whatever. Okay, so what is the whatever? Well, this has to be our original expression. So x to the 1/2 plus the question mark has to be x minus 2 to the 1/2 plus question mark, has to be x minus 2 to the 3 halves. Follows then that the 1/2 plus the question mark is 3 halves, and now we can probably figure out what the question mark ought to be. Okay, 1/2 plus what equals 3 halves? Well, it's going to be 1. 1/2 plus 2 halves is going to be 3 halves. 2 halves is 1. And of course, we know that 3 halves is 1 1/2, so that what do we add to 1/2 to get 1 1/2? We got to add 1. A couple of different ways of looking at that. Anyway, the question mark is 1, which means that then when we factor, okay, this is going to be now x minus 2 to the 1/2 multiplied by x minus 2. The what is now 1, so it's x minus 2 raised to the 1 plus 1. X minus 2 raised to the 1 is just x minus 2. And in this case, we can just add that to 1, and we get x minus 1. So that this original expression becomes x minus 2 to the 1/2 multiplied by x minus 1. Again, this is something people are not particularly well versed in, not particularly adept at. It was probably largely neglected in the curriculum. You know, just a little blurb, and everybody forgets it before they even learn it. So there's our result.